now that we have based the cake, we're going to continue to trim and decorate this cake. And there's many ways to do. I have prepared, I have a couple bags, different here colors, to add on some details to it. Traditional tip. So we basically, let's go decorate, do a couple trims around. We're gonna add some buttercream flower. We'll show you how to get those done. This is a tip number 22. It's a start tip. You can use disposable bag, regular bag, but if you zigzag up and down, you can see how the definition starts to cover the bottom of your cake. I'm gonna do the same thing all the way around. This cake's starting to look yummy. There we go. There's different ways that you can line up. I mean, I think in this particular case, we're gonna probably add a couple ruffles and to add with the flowers. I've been doing this for quite a while, so I just line up. I go from the back corners, right on those, and in here I kind of like try to split it in three. But if you have some of those markers you can use. So what we're going to do, let's start from this front. We're going to do like a garland or a swap. I'll show you in a minute. So when you use the tips 125 and up to 129, it's a rose tip, and you can find them pretty much any shop or online. And so this is what you use also to do your buttercream roses. So just put the close part of the tip down and do like a rainbow motion, and that way you can do the swaps on that cake. See here now? Okay, and what we're gonna do, the same tip from the bottom, we're gonna close this here, making a small piping. So you see how the lines start to look. And let me show you when you get that tip over there. Just press on and release, and it's kind of like making little dots with a little tail. Okay, I'm gonna basically do all the way around. Very well. Let's add a little icing here. Just press and pull up. There we go. Now we can do, there's many ways you can do the top of the cake. In this particular one, I'm gonna put a dab of buttercream in the center so I can have a little height, and I'm gonna make some buttercream flowers to decorate this cake, and we're gonna crown the center for mom. Also, you can, with the same tip that you did the bottom, you can also trim a small trim line on the top of that heart. Just keep it straight along the way on this side of the heart-shaped cake, and you can see how it's starting to look. All right. Now for the flowers, you can use May, spring around the corner. Let's use different colors. You don't have to stay only on white and pink. We're gonna do this fun. You're gonna need, many people out there use the nail for flowers. I use it from time to time, but pretty much I use sticks. And in doing that, it's simple, easy. The same rose tip. And let me show you. I can do, just give me a second. We're gonna make a rose on a buttercream rose to start decorating the cake. And when you place that on the stick, you move, swing back and forward with your fingers, the stick, and at the same time you roll the icing on it. So when you're here, you're gonna start to add the petals. So you see how they wrap around? And just put as large you wanna make that flower. Then, when you have that flower, very careful with a scissor, release and pull up and place your rose on the cake. Very good. Continue. So I'm gonna say, okay, let's make one more flower, right? All right, tell me when. Very well. Okay, so let's do again one more flower. We're gonna make a couple different colors, but let me show you again. When you make the flower, make sure the tip, this tip has a closed and an open area in the tip. The open one goes to the bottom, and make sure you face that stick, and you're gonna roll it around and scrape down that tip against your stick. It's kind of like to seal. It's starting to look like a rosebud there. Then slowly start to layer it with the icing and start to wrap around. When you move the stick, it's easy for the petals. Starts to then go with the flow. And like I said, put as many petals would you like to have on your rose. They're very simple to make. Pull the scissor and bring it out. Then turn around, and these ones I'm gonna put toward the back. See? And it's starting to come together. Let me make a couple more things with this pink color. If you use an arrow or a thinner stick, you get like a little thinner rosebuds too. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to place some around the edge of this cake to bring harmony to all the colors come together. So what I do, I put it there and roll back once. Then you bring this, I use this long one because it's easy, place it there and bring out the stick. So you have a nice rosebud there. When we put the green leaf, this is gonna look a lot different. So you want to be careful and work your rosebuds and place them where you want them. So they're there. With the same tip of the stick, you can press on in the very back so the icing stick together and those rosebuds don't fall off the cake. I'm gonna work my way around and I'm gonna do the same thing. Very well. So we have pretty much all. I like to keep the pink for mothers. Now what we're going to do, pretty much we're going to work with the same icing, different color. Same concept. We're going to do the thicker stick to do the roses. And when you do those, wrap them around, try to keep it tight, and add as many petals you want after that. And with the scissor, put the scissor, and it's kind of let's set the flower and pull that stick right from under. There we go. And what I'm going to do pretty much, I'm going to use also yellow color. I'm going to finish adding the lavender, the yellow, and then we start to work with the green leaves. If you notice it, let me show you when I put this last rose on the top. There we go. And it's sometimes if you see like the room is a little tight, you can move. They haven't set too well, so you can move and just help yourself and place that so you get that nice round looking on that cake. What we're going to do, we're going to add a little bit more on the pink on the top. Let me fill up a little icing there. It's a little smaller flower just to fill. I'm going to put one there, a yellow one, and a lavender, just to make sure that looks like a nice flower bouquet. If you touch and pull, and they will stay there. Here we go. And our little last flower here. Perfect. Perfect. So you see how nice this is starting to look. Oh, you're gonna make mom cry. Now in here, what I do after I have that other one, I try to go every other one and add a little so we don't have, off color the top. And basically what you do with the same tip, you do like double lines, and that will create like it's an open rosebud. It's kind of like making a V. And put every other, we can put yellow, lavender in this one, yellow there, just to bring your nice spring color looking. Basically, it's all the way around. Just work your way around the cake. So you get that look. Okay, now what we're gonna do, we're gonna start. We have a green leaf. It has a tip. When you press on this, you can see how it comes out, and when you pull, it gives you a little tip, so the buttercream kind of look a little like a leaf. So what we basically do, we press on and pull, so the green leaf, the buttercream, the tip gives that looking like a green leaf. And let me do a few more. See, press and pull, and you can press less and build a row or little leaves. So you're gonna see how we're gonna apply this technique all the way around this cake from the top to the side, and run a couple leaves going down here and there to make it very nice. You're gonna try it in here. Let's start right on the front. If you put one there, like we showed right on the table, then I put a larger one. See? It's kind of starting to look, the pattern starting to look where your leaves are coming from that cake. See? So we go the large tip, a little one, and another tiny on the front. So you press more or less depending on the side of the leaf. These leaves also come in a larger size, which it depends on the cases. You can have like a larger tip for a larger green leaves. It's basically the same when you put it on the cake. It just gives you a larger icing looking, and you can combine both if you want for different size of leaves. So, see in there? We can use the larger on the top and have more of the green look around the flower bouquet.